Tension is rising again across Nigeria, especially in the southeast, as Igbo leaders have issued what they call a final warning over the case of Nnamdi Kanu. Many of them are saying enough is enough, that this matter has dragged for too long and it's beginning to affect the peace and unity of the region. They are calling on the federal government and the judiciary to do the right thing, to handle this case with fairness and wisdom, because emotions are very high right now. Now, for those who have been following the story, you already know Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, has been in detention since 2021 after being brought back to Nigeria. Since then, his trial has gone back and forth with several adjournments, legal arguments, and appeals. Recently, the court told his legal team that it was time for him to open his defense, setting a clear timeline and warning that if he fails to do so, the case might move forward without his defense being heard. That announcement changed everything. It sparked new debates, new statements, and strong reactions from community leaders. Igbo traditional rulers, governors, youth groups, and Ohanaeze Ndigbo have all been talking, and their message is clear. This issue must be resolved peacefully and fairly. They're saying the court process must be respected, but they also believe the political dimension of this matter can't be ignored. They're urging President Tinubu's government to take steps that will calm tensions before things get out of hand. My people, remember to like this video and subscribe so you don't miss updates like this, because this story is developing fast. Now, here's the thing. The court's decision and the way the government responds could either reduce tension or make it worse. Many Igbo leaders are saying they've been patient for years, watching how the situation keeps dragging. Some are calling it the last chance for justice. They're warning that if the government doesn't handle this properly, it could affect peace in the southeast, because a lot of young people are feeling frustrated. But they are also encouraging peace, telling everyone to stay calm, not to engage in violence, and to let the law take its full course. That balance is what makes this moment so sensitive. If you're watching right now, let me know what you think in the comment section. Do you believe Nnamdi Kanu should be released, or should the trial continue to the end? Your thoughts really matter, and don't forget to like and subscribe while you're here. Now, what's really happening behind the scenes is that both sides, Kanu's lawyers and the federal government, are holding their ground. Kanu's legal team says some of the laws being used against him are no longer valid, that parts of the charges should be dropped because they were filed under outdated laws. The government lawyers disagree, saying the case is solid and must continue. The judge, however, has insisted that the trial must move forward one way or another. That's why the warning from Igbo leaders feels so serious. Because it's not just about one man anymore. It's about fairness, unity, and how justice is seen in this country. And we can't ignore the people's emotions in all this. In the southeast, whenever something happens in Kanu's case, markets close, transport stops, and life just pauses. People take this case personally. They see it as a test of whether the system can truly treat everyone equally. That's why the leader's warning is not just political, it's deeply emotional too. Let's talk about what these leaders are actually asking for. They're saying, let there be dialogue, not division. Let there be justice, not judgment rushed under pressure. Some are even saying the federal government should consider a political solution, a release or negotiation, the same way other political detainees in the past were freed to promote peace. But others believe the court should continue. That justice must be seen through legally. It's a tough balance, and whichever direction it goes, Nigeria will be watching. Please, if you're following the gist so far, hit the like button and subscribe. It helps this channel grow and keeps you updated with the latest. Now, we must also understand something very important. This case has been on for years, and every hearing comes with its own drama. People travel from across the southeast to Abuja just to show support. Every time the court sits, you see security everywhere. The whole atmosphere is tense. Journalists, lawyers, activists, everyone gathers, waiting for any small update. That shows how big this case is and why leaders are asking the government to handle it carefully. Ohanaeze Ndigbo, in their latest statement, said they are not supporting lawlessness, but they want fairness. They said that the longer Kanu stays in detention, the more frustration builds up among the youth, and that's dangerous. They believe justice delayed is justice denied, and they want the president to show leadership by intervening politically or at least ensuring the court process is transparent. On the other side, the federal government says they are following due process, that the judiciary is independent and the case must follow the law. They argue that emotions cannot decide legal matters. And honestly, they're right about that part. Law must be respected. But at the same time, peace is something we can't play with. So it's a situation where both justice and peace must work hand in hand. Let's be real. Nigeria has a long history of sensitive cases like this. When things are not handled properly, they can divide people. But when handled with maturity, they can unite us. That's why many are saying this period is a big test for both the government and the judiciary. It's a chance to prove that the country can uphold justice without bias. And another interesting part of this gist is how people online are reacting. Social media is buzzing. People are debating, arguing, and sharing opinions. Some are calling for protests. Others are calling for prayers. You see posts on X, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Everyone has something to say. But the important thing is this. Even as we talk, we must stay peaceful. Words are powerful, and they can shape the direction of things. So please, my people, let's use our voices for peace and not anger. Don't forget to like this video right now if you believe in peace and fairness. Now, many Nigerians are asking, what next? Well, from what's happening, the court has already given Kanu's lawyers specific dates to present their defense. After that, the judge may give a final ruling. Depending on that ruling, there could be more appeals, maybe even up to the Supreme Court. That's why this case may still take some time before a final resolution. But what happens in the coming weeks will determine a lot, whether peace continues or tension increases. The Igbo leader's final warning is more like a strong reminder to the government. Don't let this situation get out of control. Handle it with fairness and transparency. They know how emotional the issue is, and they don't want the Southeast to go back to the days of unrest. They're saying, give justice and give peace a chance. My people, if you're still watching, I just want to say thank you, and please hit that like button and subscribe. Your support helps a lot. This story is not just another news headline. It's a reflection of our country's struggle with fairness and unity. When you look at everything, the court, the government, the people, and the leaders, you'll see one thing clearly. Everyone wants peace, but they also want justice. The problem is how to balance both without breaking one. That's the real challenge now. As Nigerians, what we need to keep doing is to stay informed, stay calm, and avoid any action that could lead to chaos. The truth is, one wrong step can affect millions of lives. The goal should be a peaceful and fair Nigeria, where no one feels oppressed or unheard. So as this story continues to unfold, we'll keep following every development from the courtroom to the community. And as always, we'll bring it to you clearly and respectfully. Remember, we all have a part to play in keeping peace. If you believe in fairness, justice, and unity, go ahead and like this video now and subscribe for more real-time updates.